Hello friends, today I am Explain Wednesday Season 1 Part 3. I hope you like it. If you didn't watch previous parts, so go first watch previous parts, you will find its link in the description. If you don't understand anything, so hurry up and check out. Let's go now. Without further delay. She can know the whole truth. Her mother was in the secret library. She tells her mother that you sent me to this academy so that I could be an eternal shadow. Her mother says that this is not just an academy, but before that it was a group based on your father's family. Another says that I want to know that father didn't kill Greed, so who killed him? Then her mother tells the truth that when I went there, I saw that your father and Greed were fighting in the upper classes. I tried to stop them, but Greed was beating your father very badly. I immediately picked up the sword, and then as the gate approached me, the sword crossed it and he was killed. But your father took the sword from me to save my life so that the whole blame would fall on him. She says, but I knew that when Galt died, his mouth was full of blood. This only happens when someone poisoned. Now the only way to find out the truth is to dig up Garrett's grave, after which she digs up the graves of the dead together with her mother and takes one of his fingers from there. But only then the police arrive and arrest the mother and daughter. In the jail, she shows the finger of the ministry grade to her mother-in-law and says that he died by poison, but as soon as her hands touch the finger, she immediately remembers that Garrett's father had poisoned him so that he would kill the people who had killed him. But when he fought with Vanity's father, the bottle of poison broke, which caused all the poison to go inside Garrett, which clearly meant that he had come to destroy not only Vanity's father, but the entire academy. After being released from prison, Vanity Day and her mother-in-law go to Mir and say that you hid the truth about Garrett's death. His mouth was poisoned, not by a sword, and this has been proven. Son Mir tells everything the truth, which is why the ministry's dad is also released. Now Wensley tells her mother that I have a lot of thoughts. Her mother says that this trait runs in our family. If thoughts are not under our control, they can drive us crazy. That's why the elders of our family tell us the easy way and give us training. Then Wensley immediately says, Goodham, about whom you told me, is from my dad's family. Her mother says, I don't know. Anyway, you should be careful because Goody Adams wanted revenge, in which she herself could not escape, but everyone's parents were going with their children. Romit tells her mother, don't worry, when I have to become a werewolf, I will stay before I go. Her mother gives her the same book that the principal often had. She takes the book and Wensley goes to the principal and says, you killed that unknown girl. I saw the one I said was killed by the monster because she was the one who was killing people by changing her appearance. I will tell the police about this. The principal says, no, I didn't kill her, but she had lost control of her powers and that day she also tried to kill you. During their conversation, she hears noises from outside. When she goes there to check, she finds out that there is something written on the ground outside. Now, Wensley was sitting with candles lit all around her because she was trying to call the mayor, but then her role is touched. At the same time, she also receives a letter in which someone invites her to meet him in the cafe. When Wensley goes there with her roommate, after going inside the cafe, she realizes that someone is here. Actually, Zoer and her were there with her, who wanted to surprise Wensley because today was her birthday. Here, I see Ste writing a line that when I will return, then the flames will burn. As soon as she touches him, he has a dream in which he meets the same girl who often used to look like this, and it is none other than Goody. She shows Venus Day a palace and says that if you want to know about this magician, then you will have to find this palace and come here. When she was standing on the ground and looking at this line, yes, something was written on fire, then only she had jewelry. GC doesn't talk because she was angry, it seemed that Zoer was the monster. Then she goes to the hospital to see her friend who was still in bed and his condition was also bad, that's why she couldn't talk to him. Now Wensley goes to meet her friend Weather and shows him the picture of the palace that Goody had shown her. She asks him if he knows where Murray died. He had refused to go. Now, it didn't work out here. So she takes the picture and goes to Zoer and asks him the same question, if he knows about this place. But then her eyes fall on the painting of the same palace that Zoer had already made. He tells her that this place came to me in my dream last night, so I made it. The good thing was that Zoer knew about this place. Then she takes a little hint and reaches the place where Mir was already there. Since he knew who the gunman was, Wednesday takes him to the place. But when the car reaches the city, someone hits their car, which causes Mir's accident. They are seriously injured. Their condition is close to death. Only at night, Venus arrives in the same palace with the waiter and her roommate. Here she feels as if someone is living here because the candles were hot and one room was completely clean. In the same time, that monster also arrives here, which these people hide to avoid. These people see that the severed body parts of the people who were attacked by the monster are lying here. Now Venus wanted to save her friends from the monster, that's why she takes them from here. They go to the waiter's house. John is like her dead body. Then Venus says that I want to show you something because when those police officers who were there took them to the palace, there was nothing there, meaning the severed body parts that were kept here earlier were not lying there. Which makes the police officer angry and he says that after today you will not meet my son. Now when I reach the academy, there she meets the principal who says that I had forbidden you from going anywhere but you did not do well by disobeying me. To this she replies that I went to find out the truth. I will not apologize in the scheme. I have not done anything wrong. She also shows the principal a painting that he was a magician and Vanity herself gave. She tells him that that is why that unknown boy wanted to kill me because he felt that I was a threat to the academy. But the threat is someone else, the enemy killer. Whereas I want to save this academy and everyone, so I should get a chance. Vanity says no, you will not go anywhere. If you make any political mistake, I will expel you from the academy, and from there she leaves saying that she goes back to her room and sees that the roommate is packing her things because she is going from here to there. In anger, I told Wednesday that you only know how to get your work done, then why don't you go and tell your friends to go? That strange monster would have killed us too, after which she left and Wednesday was left all alone, so she sat in a place in the room and started looking at the box that I had stolen from the magician. She found a box at the bottom of the box. It had many pictures of herself, which she said were from the Addams family, the magician, and the monster.